Very good. I'm rolling. I know who you are, but name and title, you know the drill.
Sure. Jeff Glover, real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty.
All right, so another book in the books here, and I'm looking at closing sales. I'm looking at rates are kind of moving here, but overall, what's popping out at you right now?
Yeah, so overall, a couple things are happening. We have a higher percentage of homes that come on the market selling, and we have a lower percentage of homes coming on the market, which means it's not a fun time to be a buyer right now, that's for sure. We've been dealing with multiple offer situations the last several years, but we're seeing some pretty extreme things take place when it comes to getting a buyer's offer accepted on a listing right now. It's a pretty simple formula. If you have less homes coming on the market, by the way, to the tune of about 20% less homes coming on the market, and you've got the same amount of homes selling or more, then you're going to have a situation where you're competing with more people for that same property. The plus side is that prices are still continuing to rise, which is great for sellers, great for anybody looking to increase the equity in their home or take advantage of the equity they have by selling. The downside is that's affecting home affordability and making it, again, tough to be a buyer. So it's something we're keeping a close eye on.
Yeah, I'm looking at the median sales price increasing over 11%, and this is since when, compared to when, rather?
That's compared to February the same time last year, year over year.
So that's spectacular if you're looking to sell, but at the same time going through a pandemic and whatnot, you are looking at maybe some cloudy weather ahead.
Yeah, that's right. There's talks of interest rates going up slightly. We've already seen them go up in the last 2 weeks. We were closing a lot of transactions at 2.5%, 2.75%. I just had a conversation with one of my lenders yesterday who said, "You're 3.25% all day." And that might not sound like a lot because 3.25% is still historically low. But when you're going from 2.5, 2.65 to 3.25%, you feel that in the payment. You feel that in the overall interest that you pay over the life of that loan.
It's funny, you say historically low, and that is compared to, say, 10, 15 years ago. We were talking about rates at 6.5, 7, right?
As really well. Yeah, for years and years. I've been doing this 18 years, and I would say, if we were to take a look at the average mortgage rate over the last 18 years, 5 to 6% is still considered really good and a really great rate. But we haven't been above 4% probably in the last 4 years, and I don't foresee us touching the 4s in 2021, but certainly getting to the mid 3s is taking place, and that's a full point ahead of where we were, at this same time, not only last year, but even in the last few months. And that, a full point again may not seem like a lot, but if you go from 3.5 to 4.5, that's a 25% increase in an interest rate.
Rapid rise quickly, just like the rapid drop quickly over the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Hey, so advice for, say, somebody who's selling and somebody who's buying right now, both routes. Say I'm buying right now. What's your advice over the next, say, 3-4 months?
Well, if you're buying right now, you're going to have to get aggressive, and if you have the ability to do so, borrow money from family, borrow money from someone to give you more money to put down in your home. Be willing to pay over appraised value, not just $5,000 or $6,000 over appraised value. Jason, we're seeing $15,000, $20,000 over appraised value, and that's just the unfortunate reality of the market that we're in today. Now, here's the good news. Right, it's still middle of March, right? St. Patrick's Day, great time to be alive, and thankfully we can get out and enjoy ourselves a little bit this year, unlike last year. The good news is the inventory increase is right around the corner. Every year, buyers who get started a little early start freaking out that they're not going to be able to find something because inventory is low. And every year we tell them the same things. Just wait till April, wait till May, more homes will come on the market. And the good news is, this year shouldn't be unlike any other year. There will be more inventory. Just give it a few weeks.
Yeah, get the weather on your side. So if I'm selling, I'm in a really good spot.
Oh, if you're selling, you shouldn't wait until spring. Everyone thinks that spring is the best time to sell. No, spring is the best time to buy because you have more choices. But just before spring is the best time to sell, a.k.a. right now, because you don't have a lot of competition, and that's what's causing these prices to drive up.
So final thoughts on this report, what's going through your head moving forward the next week and a half?
Well, at least between now and the end of the month, it's actually, from an overall market balance standpoint, it's not a bad thing if interest rates do get somewhere into the mid-threes, because that'll actually calm the market down a bit, and that will cause people who are considering buying or selling that have homes to sell to jump off the fence and to put their home on the market, because there's fear that things might start going the other way. And actually, sometimes fear isn't a bad thing for a market in the condition we're in, because that'll lead to more inventory, and that'll mean that both sellers and buyers will have a little less stress when shopping for a home this spring.
Always a pro, Jeff Glover. Hey, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks for having me on.
Talk to you soon. Bye now.
All right. Bye-bye.